I am so excited about today's video. I'm excited to make this with you guys. My husband's been asking for chili for a while, so I thought, why not do a live video, bring you guys along with me, let's try a new recipe together. I'm part of this recipe, or part of this dinner tonight is going to be in a separate video, so I will leave a link in the description box and try to put those two together when this other one comes out. But friends, I'm super excited about this. So before we get started, I want to share something. I'm doing a promo video for a company called Full Star, I think it is. They make amazing kitchen products, and they sent me something I've been wanting for a while. I've looked at it at Costco 5 or 6 times, and each time I've looked at it, I was like, oh, but it's only $15, but I'll wait and get it later. Well, guess what, friends? This company reached out to me and they sent me a chopper, and I'm so excited about this. So I just finished using it just a second ago to chop all of these peppers and celery for our chili, and so I absolutely love it. I'm super excited. When I finish that promo video for them, I will leave a link in the description box for that video in this live video, so you guys can go check it out if you want to. It's the coolest thing ever. Super excited to try all the attachments that come with this. It just looks so cool. I can't wait to use it. So anyway, let's get started making our chili, because that's what we're here for, is to make chili. It is a traditional tailgate food. Everybody makes chili when it comes to football games. My husband and I are going to watch the Ducks tonight play Ohio State, so that's going to be a huge game, probably one of the biggest games in Autzen Stadium history. So super excited for that tonight. So we're just gonna move you guys just a little bit so you can see my pan over here, see what I'm gonna do. So this recipe was super exciting. It was really interesting to me that it calls for 2 kinds of meat. We do Italian sausage and a ground chuck. So that's what I'm using to do this chili. One more change I'm gonna make to this one is it did not call for jalapeno. My husband and I love jalapeno, so I went ahead and chopped all the bell peppers and the jalapenos. It did not call for bell peppers either. We love bell peppers in our chili, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in, as well as this recipe calls for celery. I've never put celery in chili before, so we're excited to try that. It calls for a whole list of seasonings, chili powder, you know, all the things, cumin, everything. I'm just going to use our favorite Kinder's chili seasoning tonight to make this chili. I think it's going to be delicious. I did a little grocery haul just a few minutes ago, went and picked up all of the things that we're going to have tonight with our chili. We do Fritos with our chili, which is super tasty with cheese and sour cream and all the things on it. Hubby will probably do a chopped jalapeno on top of his, but let's stop talking and get this done because this chili is going to be delicious. I'm excited to eat this. I need to grab some scissors real quick. I thought I was all set up and had everything sitting on my board ready for chili, but I didn't apparently. So let's get our Hi Tasha, welcome. So friends, if you guys have not subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of our YouTube family. I'm trying to do lives every single Saturday at about 12 o'clock. It seems to be a good time to do a live. So if you guys have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. Why are my scissors not working? There we go. So we're gonna get all of our meat in here, our ground chuck and our Italian sausage. Thanks for subscribing, Tasha. I appreciate it. I'm trying to watch my meat and so yeah, we will put black pepper in the chili. We'll do salt and black pepper too, but we just really enjoy this Kinder's chili seasoning when we make chili. It's absolutely our favorite, so that's the one I'm going to use instead of pulling out all of the seasonings, because as you guys know, if you've ever made chili before, you have to put in the cumin and the chili powder and all the things. And I'm trying to keep things easy for myself today. So I am just going to use the chili seasoning that we enjoy eating. So we're going to get our meat started cooking. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm so excited you guys are here. Let me know you guys are here. Let me know where you guys are from. I live in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Go Ducks. They're playing today against Ohio State. That's why we're having chili tonight for dinner. My husband's been requesting chili for a while, and it is a traditional food for tailgates. I'm not going to the game. We're going to stay at home and watch the game here. So let's get you guys a little bit closer. So yeah, so we're just going to stay home and watch the game tonight and just enjoy a nice quiet evening, making him a special dinner tonight to go with our delicious dinner. So I'm super excited about that, but I'm super excited to have so many new people here. So I'm trying to read the comments. I should have had my glasses cleaned, I think. So bear with me while I try to read. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Ginger in a chili? I've never put ginger in chili before. That's an interesting... So let me know where you guys are coming from, where you guys are at. I'm always fascinated by all the different areas of the country that I get people coming in and watching me cook. I love getting to cook for people. That is something that I am super passionate about. I'm a retired chef. I was a chef for 12 years at a sorority house on campus at the University of Oregon. And so I love getting to cook. And so that's why I started this YouTube channel. I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary on YouTube yesterday. So that was super exciting. I didn't realize it was coming up that fast, or I would have done something special on my channel for it, but I didn't. So while we're letting our meat cook, let's go ahead and get our other stuff opened up. I'm going to use 2 cans of chili beans. We are not huge fans of kidney beans and chili. I don't like the big kidney beans. I like the little chili beans myself. It just seems to be a better texture for me. So we're just going to use 2 cans of those. And I'm subbing one of the cans of diced tomatoes for a can of hatch chili Rotel. I think that's going to give it some really good heat. Get our other can of beans open. I should have had these open before we started the live, but Medford, Oregon, that's amazing. We have family in Medford. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law live in Medford. My husband actually was born in Medford, Oregon. We go down to Medford quite frequently to see them. So as I said, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. I would love to have you guys as subscribers. We've got all kinds of really fun stuff coming up very, very soon on my channel, as well as doing these lives every Saturday. I'm trying to come up with some new things to do on my lives. Last weekend we made the most delicious apple fritters. Wow, they were absolutely incredible. So let's keep the comments clean and on subject, please. I don't want to have to waste my time with everybody else trying to delete things. So if you're not here for the live cooking video, then I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not going to respond to those comments. So if you guys are new, if you're new subscribers, let me know. I just hit 1,500 subscribers, I think, last Monday. I went full-time YouTube as of the 1st of August. I took a job at our church for a little over a year, cooking for our daycare, and just being around the sick kids all the time was just not something that was good for my body, so I had to quit. And so I decided just to go full-time YouTube and put all of my time and energy into my channel. So I'm trying really hard to grow my channel as much as I possibly can. I love getting to share my love of cooking and my love of food. So if you guys have any questions, that's one reason why I do live videos, because I love getting to do those so that people can get to know me and get to know who I am. So If you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask those. As long as they're clean questions, I will answer them. And I like to get my meat really finely ground up. I am making a homemade chili. We are making a homemade chili. We're trying a new recipe that I just found on Pinterest. My husband's been asking for chili for quite a while, and I'm finally getting around to making it. It is football day here in Oregon. Our Oregon Ducks are playing, so chili is a very classic tailgate food around here for football season. Even though I'm not physically going to be at the game tonight, my husband and I are going to have chili tonight while we watch football. I've been a huge duck fan since I was probably 2 years old. I've lived in Oregon my whole life. This already smells so good. Oh, and Boring. I'm in the Eugene Springfield area. I think I've been through Boring, Oregon before. So one thing I like to do when I'm putting seasonings into something like this, I like to add them before I add anything liquid to it. Because I want to really give my seasonings a chance to bloom along with the meat. If you're not familiar with that term, blooming your spices means that you allow them to really release all of their fragrance and their flavor. Southern Illinois, welcome. So I just dumped all of my Kinder's chili seasoning in here. And already the smell on here is so, so incredible. So I want to just give this a couple of minutes just to cook. So the chili seasoning is a Kinder's chili seasoning, and it has salt, chili pepper, paprika, dehydrated onion, dehydrated, gotta remove the sticker so I can see. Oh, dehydrated garlic. So it's got lots of really good stuff in it. It's one of our favorite chili seasonings to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in a lot of our stuff. So we've got a can of hatch chili Rotel. New York City, that's awesome. My son lives in New York. He lives in the Rochester area. We've got 1 can of tomato sauce. Yeah, Boring is up by Portland. I've been through Boring a couple of times, I think, when my husband and I've gone up north. We don't go up north very often. I'm not a fan of I-5. I don't like I-5. So we got our tomato sauce in there. And as I said, I'm subbing 1 can of the diced tomatoes for that Rotel that I just put in there. And I forgot to put in my bell peppers and celery, but it's going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and put those in. So we've got 1 bell pepper, 1 red, 1 green, a jalapeno pepper diced up, as well as some celery. This smells already so good. I love a good chili recipe. So I've got my 2 cans of chili beans. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're just gonna put our 2 cans of chili beans in here. I'm not draining them because they've got good flavor, and I want to use that liquid from the chili beans. Columbus, Ohio. We are playing Ohio State today. And I'm excited. I will admit, I'm a little bit nervous. Ohio State's a very good football team, and so I'm a little bit nervous for our guys. but I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be interesting, so I'm excited to watch it tonight. We're also going to put in a little bit of bacon bits. That was another item that was really kind of interesting to me in this chili. It says just to use, you know, store-bought bacon bits. So we're just going to put about a half a bag in there. I'll keep the rest of it for something else. Three hours to get to school. Oh my gosh, that's awful. All right, so that is all of our ingredients that goes in this chili. This is gonna sit here on the stove and it's gonna simmer for several hours. I love chili when you let it really cook for 3, 4, 5 hours and just really let it get all the flavors developed. I'll bring this over so you guys can see. This is what this chili looks like before it cooks down. It is going to be delicious. If you guys want to see what this looks like tonight when we eat it, make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to add the end of this when we eat this chili tonight. Will be in a separate video. I did making my husband a special dessert tonight. I'm making him banana pudding. He's been asking me for banana pudding for quite a while and I haven't gotten around to making it, but I'm going to do it tonight. We're going to have it for a special dessert after we have our chili. We just thought something cool and creamy would be really tasty after having a really spicy chili for dinner. And so I decided to do the banana pudding for him tonight. Thank you. I just love to cook. I absolutely love to cook and I love to cook for people. And so that was one reason why I started my channel, was just to be able to still, you know, share my love of cooking and my love of food with people. And I used to teach cooking classes at the sorority house when I was there. Oh my gosh, Mackenzie William. I was born at the old Sacred Heart that's over by the University of Oregon, over by campus. I was born over there when I was little. But I'm very familiar with Mackenzie Willamette. I've lived in Oregon my entire life. I've never lived anywhere else. In fact, I lived in the same house. I grew up in the same house for 18 years, never lived anywhere else until I moved out and my husband and I bought our house. And other than that, I lived in the same house. I can't imagine living anywhere else. We are so close to everything right here where I live in the Eugene Springfield area. We are like an hour from the coast. We are an hour from the mountains. We are an hour from skiing. We're an hour from everything right here. So it's an amazing place to live. I absolutely love it. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, now that we've got our chili made and it's just going to sit here and simmer right here on the stove, we can chat a little bit. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. Any questions you've got, I'm happy to answer those. Yes, Grants Pass is beautiful. We drive through there when we go down to Medford to see my other family. I just turned 52. Making sure that I didn't miss any comments. Chili is amazing. Yes, Jerry, definitely. It's one of our favorites in the fall. I'm thankful that we're finally starting to get some fall weather here. I used the Kinder's chili seasoning. This is my favorite to use. I love this stuff. And then I'll taste it. Because like I said, this is a different chili recipe than I've ever used before. So I will taste this after it's simmered for about an hour. And I'll come in and check it and see. And I may use a little more cumin. It may need some more salt. It may need, you know, something. Sometimes I put sugar in my chili and sometimes I don't. It just depends on how acidic it is. My husband doesn't do real well with acidic flavors. So if there's too much acid in something, then I put a little sugar in it to kind of counteract that. I've never heard of Williams before. What do you mean, have I heard of a treadmill? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Thank you. Shh. My dogs are barking now. Oh, really? I don't put a lot of chili or a lot of sugar in the chili. I put just a tiny bit. It's just enough to counteract all of that acid that's in the tomato products. Because I've noticed if I don't put sugar in it, I even put it in my spaghetti sauce too, because if I don't put sugar in it, then my husband just can't eat it. It's just too acidic. I'm 52. Skyline chili is a big thing out there. Hi, God Clips, welcome. Hey, it's not cold here. It's what are we? I think we're like in the like the low 60s. I think today, which is going to be perfect football weather. So I'm excited about that. Thank you. I appreciate that. We have 4 rescue dogs. We have Rose. She's a Chiweenie. This is Rose. She's a 7-year-old Chiweenie. And then we have a blue Chihuahua. She's over laying down. Gracie. She is 11. We have a 16-year-old Chihuahua Min Pin. He's the boy of the group, the only boy we have. He has lost most of his teeth. He's gone blind. He's got a lot of health stuff, but he's still kicking. He's still hanging in there. And then our last one is she's a Chihuahua something. We're not really sure, like a Jack Russell kind of. She's the mix, and she's 5. So we have a house full. Oh, a long-haired Min Pin? I've never seen a long-haired Min Pin before. We can't imagine having a house without dogs. We absolutely love having pets, and so I can't imagine not having dogs around. So I think we will probably always have dogs. We had a husky for 9 years. She was 14 when she passed. She was a rescue. All of our dogs have been rescues. We've had, let's see, we have 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we've had 8 dogs in the last 32 years my husband and I have been together, and they've all been rescues. In my mind, rescues are the way to go. So I said before, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I would love to have you guys a part of my YouTube family. I would love to have you guys hang out with us and see what we're doing. I try to do lives every single Saturday around noon, and we've got all kinds of really fun things coming up in the very near future. Going to be trying a whole bunch of new things, making cheese for the first time. That one's coming up very soon. I'm in the process of hooking up with a local dairy around here, or a local farm where they have some raw milk, and I'll be able to get that. And so that will be super exciting. Let me give it one more stir real quick. So this is going to sit over here and simmer for probably a good, so this is what it looks like so far. It's going to sit over here with the lid on, and it's going to simmer for a good couple of hours, and then I'll come back and taste it and see where we are with our flavor. If we need to add some more salt to it, we can. If we need to add some cumin to it, we will. If I need to put that little pinch of sugar in there just to cut that acid, then I will do that as well. But yeah, I love chili because it's super quick and easy. You just put everything in the pot and walk away and just let it simmer. Hello, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So as I said, if you guys have questions, please ask me. I'm happy to answer questions as long as they're clean. I don't answer anything that isn't. We've got 25 people in here. That is awesome. I think honestly that's the most I've had in quite a while in a live video. So that's awesome. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe. I would love it. I am now full-time YouTube as of the 1st of August. And so this is my full-time job. This is what I do. And I never knew how much work went into it. So people, if they think doing a YouTube channel is easy, it's not. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to edit videos and get them uploaded and all the things. I did not put onions in it because I thought I had an onion and I didn't. So, but I'm okay with that because I'm not an onion fan. I don't like onions. So usually if I put onions in it, I mince them up pretty small so that I don't have to eat it. But yeah, there's no onions in it. But there is onions in the seasoning mix that I used in the chili seasoning that we used from Kinder's. There's onions in that, so there will be onion flavor. We are making homemade chili. I probably will put some corn in it. My husband loves corn in his chili, so I probably will put some corn. I put up some fresh corn in the freezer. Oh, a couple of months ago, I went out to a local farmer around here and got 40 ears of fresh corn and brought it home and blanched it, took it all off the cob and put it in freezer bags. And so I'll probably pull a little bit out and put some in the chili because he does like corn in the chili. So I probably will do that last minute. But corn doesn't have to cook very long, and I don't like to cook it too long because then it gets really mushy and I don't want to eat that. So I'll probably just wait until just before we eat, probably 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll just take some out of the freezer and open one of the bags and pour a little bit in there. And I love freezing my own because I know that it's fresh. Yes, I put a jalapeno in this. So these jalapenos are hot that we're using because my sweet friend from church, Shelly, grows jalapenos every year, and she makes my husband cowboy candy. It's one of his absolute favorite things to eat. And so she always gifts me a whole bunch of jalapenos, and her jalapenos are very hot. So I just put one in this entire patch of chili. Plus I also used a can of Hatch green chili Rotel in place of one of the cans of diced tomatoes that the recipe called for. So there should be quite a bit of heat in this, especially with the chili seasoning. This usually tends to be pretty warm anyway. So we've got heat from that. We've got heat from the jalapeno that's in there, and then heat from that Hatch green chili Rotel that we put in it. So yes, American corn is very, very sweet. Especially the stuff we get. It's called Bodacious, and there's a farm out here by us, out in actually Junction City, called Thistledown, and they grow their own Bodacious corn out there, and it is absolutely the best corn ever. It is so, so tasty. So I love going out there and buying a huge batch of it and bringing it home and doing my own thing with it. My husband and I are not big canned corn fans, so I like to do it frozen. That way I can saute it, I can add it to chilies or soups or whatever I want to do. I'm all about cooking from scratch at home. We don't do very rarely do we eat out, and very rarely do we add anything that is store-bought. So I am monetized. I actually just got monetized a few months back. And so I am monetized. It's just a matter of getting my subscribers up there and just keep putting out the content. That's what I'm trying to do now. Cayenne pepper? Yeah, cayenne pepper is good. I will taste this once it cooks for about an hour, and then I'll go back through and adjust all the seasonings before we eat it, just to see if it's got enough of everything in it. I'm not giving up on YouTube. I love it too much. Even though it's a lot of work, I'm not giving up on it. I'm going to continue because I just love getting to do it. I love getting to do lives. I love getting to know all the people that come to my channel and do my, come to my live videos and comment on all of my videos that I've put out. And it really encourages me to keep going. So I'm not giving up. I'm here. Yes, Rocky, that's good that you like to cook. My grandmother taught me. Thank you. I'm not a professional chef. I never went to culinary school. I'm a home self-taught cook. My grandmother taught me everything she knew before she passed in 1998. And oh, I would love to do some Indian fry bread. I've seen that somebody, I have this huge list of things that I want to make. My husband laughs at me because I have all these channels I subscribe to that I watch. I don't watch regular TV anymore. I literally watch YouTube all the time. And I have this book by my chair that I sit, a notebook, and I sit and I write down all these recipes and the channels that I saw it on, things that I want to try. Okay. Jackson, keep it clean or I'll remove you. I've had Indian fry bread once before. I've had it, Indian fry bread tacos once before, and they were delicious. I've always wanted to make them. I just don't want that stuff on my channel. I'm sorry. It's just not something I want. So if that's the kind of things that you want to comment, you can take your comments someplace else. This is a cooking channel and that's what we're talking about, is that. So I lost my connection for a second, but anyway, so Rocky, can you describe what the fry bread is a little bit for people that don't know what it is? Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. So I am happy to answer any questions if you guys have questions about my channel, about what I'm cooking, about what I, anything like that. What do you like to cook, Brian? What's your favorite thing to cook? I appreciate all of you sticking with me, those of you that are here to be supportive and be kind. I tend to like to cook more Mexican food. That seems to be my favorite stuff to make. I tend to like those flavors. That flavor profile is my favorite. So I do love cooking Italian food though too. I have never made sopapillas. I would love to make those. Shh. There goes my dogs again. Oh, interesting. So paneer, that's the cheese that doesn't really melt, right? I've always wanted to buy paneer cheese, but I didn't know what to do with it because I've heard it doesn't melt, so I'm not really sure how to use it. I probably should research a little bit on that kind of cheese. So what all did, I love tandoori. What all did you put on your pizza? Wow, that chili smells so good. Chicken and dumplings, nice. I just made, in fact, I just posted the video. I think it was last weekend, I think. I did a homemade chicken and biscuits and that was incredible. My husband absolutely loved it. That sounds delicious, Jordan. You love all food? Not me. I don't like onions. I hate peas. I despise peas. They are the worst thing ever. I don't mind garbanzo beans if they're like in the form of hummus, but I don't like to eat garbanzo beans. It's a texture thing with me. I can eat not sugar snap peas, but it's the other ones. They're you put them in stir fry. I can't think what they're called, but that's the only ones that I like. Oh, interesting. I might have to try that. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that. Yes, be looking for that video, because that video of the banana pudding will be coming out later. I have made homemade ricotta cheese before for a lasagna soup that I did one time, and it was super, super good. Oh, mushrooms. See, I didn't like mushrooms either until I got pregnant with my son. And when I had my son, I loved mushrooms, and now I love them. I put them on all kinds of stuff. I'm not a fan of peas. No peas. If something has peas in it, I take them out and give them to my husband. I'm just not a fan of them. I make homemade pot pie, like chicken pot pie, turkey pot pie, all those. When I make those, I make individual ones in ramekins so that I can take all the peas out of mine and put all the peas in his. So then my husband's got this pot pie that's just loaded with peas, but he's okay with that. He loves it. This smells absolutely incredible. Wow. I think we might have to give this a little bit of a taste before we end this live. We've got about 10 more minutes before I need to end this live and go get some things done before I have to start making my banana pudding. That'll be a whole separate video. You guys don't want to miss that one. That one's going to be super fun. So if you haven't liked this live, please give it a thumbs up, friends. I would love to see as many thumbs up on this one as I possibly can. Oh, interesting. Okay, now you have me intrigued. Now I'm going to have to look into making making some paneer. That just sounds amazing. I've seen a lot of people using paneer, but like I said, I've never used it before. That is on my list of things that I want to try. Sure, yeah. Okay, so I did ground chuck and ground chuck and Italian sausage. I did 2 cans of chili beans. I did 1 can of tomato sauce. I did 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of the Rotel hatch green chili, a full packet of the chili seasoning, and then half a pack of just some bacon bits. And then what I added to it that it didn't call for is 1 red diced bell pepper, 1 diced green bell pepper, and 1 jalapeno diced up. I put those in because it didn't call for it, but I love those types of things in my chili, so I went ahead and put those in there. And it did call for the celery. The celery was an interesting ingredient for me in chili, so I put the celery in the chili. And yeah, it's just really quick. There's not a whole lot of ingredients to it, and it went together super fast. And I think it's going to be, it smells already incredible. But I have to wait to eat it till hubby gets home, so. I will leave a link in the description box of this live video for this recipe that I pulled off of Pinterest. And in the description, I will leave the additions that I made to it, such as subbing out the 1 can of diced tomatoes for the hatch rotel, and then the bell peppers and the jalapenos that I put in it that weren't called for either. So I'll just leave those things in there. Oh, I love Hillsboro. I have friends that live up there. I don't like driving up there, but I'd say it's a fun little town. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. We got about 5 more minutes. A recipe, pepper belly Pete. I've never heard of that. I'll have to check it out. What was the recipe? What did you make? You too, Rocky. Thank you so much. Oh, Jerry. Okay, it was a chili recipe. Okay. I'll have to look for that. Pepper belly Pete. That's a new one. Wow, 1 o'clock in the morning. Holy cow. Okay, I think we're gonna give this a really quick taste. I know it hasn't cooked long enough, but I wanna give it a taste real fast. Kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea where we are with the seasonings. Grab a spoon real quick. We got a bite of almost everything. It's hot. I think this is gonna be good with some sour cream and some cheese. Yes, Jerry, go Ducks. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Wow. I'm always nervous trying new chili recipes because I've had some bad ones, but that is so good. I think I will end up putting a little bit of sugar in the sauce or in the chili. Probably not until just before we eat it because I can tell it does have quite a bit of acid in it. And I don't know that my husband's going to love that, so I will probably put a little bit of sugar in it just to help him out with the acid. But this is delicious, friends. Oh my word, that is so good. So, all right, so if nobody has any more questions, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this live here, and I'm gonna go get the rest of my stuff done. I still have quite a bit to get done before the football game comes on in a couple of hours. So I need to get a few things done around the house before hubby gets home and is ready to eat dinner. So thank you. This has been so fun. Thank you guys so much. I love it when I get to have a big crowd on my live. I love that. Again, if you guys have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button up there. I would love to have you guys a part of my YouTube family. So we do what we call Frito chili. So we buy Fritos, the corn chips. At least the way I do it, I put them in a bowl, put my chili on top of it, sour cream, cheese, all the things. That's the way I like to eat it. My husband likes to eat his just in a bowl with his chips on the side. He doesn't like the chips in the bowl. I like to have it on top of the chips. So that's the way we're gonna do, obviously with cheese and sour cream. My husband will probably dice up another jalapeno and put it on top. I always do. Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for popping on. Hi, Sam. So we just made a new chili recipe. It was super, super tasty. We just tasted it. It's really, really good. Absolutely. All right, so as I said, I think we're gonna end the live here. I think we're gonna go and get a few things done. I need to get that banana pudding done, so you guys will see that video. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not. Make sure you do subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that recipe. We're gonna make a delicious banana pudding to go with our chili tonight for dessert. Hubby's been asking about that for a little while, so I wanna surprise him tonight when he gets home and make that. And yeah, I'm super excited. So friends, God, thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen as we made a delicious chili. Got to hang out together. I love getting to hang out and chat with all of you guys. And so, friends, we will talk to you guys in the comments down below. I will leave this recipe in the description box as well as the changes I made to the recipe. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day, guys.